Shinjuku is one of the busiest stations in the world. There are lots of people in the town. Right now it's daytime and weekdays, so not many people yet, but I'm sure more people coming out after this as it gets dark. This Shinjuku is usually busy with people who are visiting sightseeing spots and people who do shopping, but you might wonder if there's any place that are a little bit more quiet or where locals go. So after seeing a little bit of the typical side of Shinjuku, like this cat behind me, oh yeah, it just showed up. And I'll also show you where more locals go and also the little more quiet side of Shinjuku. This is a street continuing from the east exit to the Kabukicho, where the entertainment district and a little red light district. So from now, it's getting more and busier towards the night time. Looks like everyone heading to Kabukicho direction. This is a Godzilla road. So as always, the Kabukicho is one of the busiest area in Tokyo, and it's also a little bit like adult area and entertainment district for adults. So there are some things to be careful with. As usual, don't follow anyone. Maybe some people might talk to you in your language or in English that there's a good restaurant or good stores. And if you are lonely, maybe you might kind of attracted to follow him. They can talk to you very friendly. But it can be very expensive restaurant. Sometimes it might not be completely failure, but it's not a usually great experience. So actually, a long time ago, I followed like 2 times, and usually it's whole restaurant. So didn't turn out to be that bad, but usually it can be really very expensive for what I get. So definitely better to do some research or go to chain restaurant and don't follow anybody. Otherwise, it's a really fun place. It can be a little messy, especially like a Monday morning or like Sunday morning can be really lots of trash on the street. It's really different from the image you have about Tokyo or Japan, but maybe this is probably the only and one of the most different place in Tokyo. Oh, that's a Disney airplane, eh? Disney airplane. Oh. There are also lots of different hotels like Shinjuku Prince Hotel, and like there's 2 Hotel Tokyo, and also this is like one Hotel Gracery. And behind me is the Kabukicho Tokyo Tower. There's a nightclub in downstairs, and also there's a movie theaters and some places to eat, and 2 hotels by Tokyo Hotels. If you stay here, this will be your kind of home ground of Tokyo, but a little far away from the station, but it's kind of maybe fun for the young travelers. So if you are traveling with the kind of senior travelers or someone who cannot walk long distance, you can take taxi or maybe there's an airport bus to this hotel, but a little far away from any train station, like maybe 10 minutes walk from in the really busy street. So it can be a little tiring when you are tired from the walking. So there might be some a little more better choices. If you like quiet environment, Nishi-Shinjuku side has a lot more better hotels and quiet environment. And walk to here is not that far. So recently I saw Japanese, I think I saw on TV that Japanese person talking like for international travelers that the most popular spot to visit in Tokyo is this sign of the Kabukicho here, and Japanese people are pretty shocked about that because we wouldn't think this is a sightseeing spot, but of course we have different views, so I think it's definitely a good place to visit once. Oh, there's Ichiran, usually long line for stores, but this one doesn't have any line. Ichiran is no filming policy, so I've never filmed in Ichiran, or I think I need to get approval. Maybe you know how it is, how good it is. This is a little park in Kabukicho. What kind of park is this? It's a shrine. Oh. Shogun Burger. This is also a very popular hamburger chain among international travelers right now. Japanese people say it's dangerous. It's very, very not dangerous in other countries, so do not worry too much. Well, this is a ramen shop I introduced in the first Shinjuku video a few years ago. So I should introduce the same place, but I ate here at 650. A little price went up a little bit from a few years ago, but still very reasonable. And this is Shinjuku's main street, Shinjuku Street. On the weekend, usually this street is closed and only for pedestrian. But there's a department store and all the major shopping streets around here. The Isetan department store is one of the biggest sales department store in Japan. And this is the most popular spot to do shopping. So now we saw the major part of Shinjuku. Let's explore a little more about where locals go and a little more quiet the side of Shinjuku. So now we came to Shinjuku 1丁目. This area is a little more quiet and a little more locals. Definitely not a tourist area. Lots of places, residential area, and downstairs, kind of the first floor, there are lots of restaurants and places to eat. There's a tacos bar. That looks really good. There are many restaurants and shops on the first floor. There's a lot of dining natural. There are many stores around here. Very old-fashioned Panasonic store. There used to be a store like this in every town or every neighborhood. So definitely where more people walk here, live here, come here to drink or eat. There are lots of backstreets, many condos, stores, some shops. So if you live around this neighborhood, I think there are lots of places to explore every night where to eat. Shinjuku Kamakura, it's a very popular soba restaurant. Now I came to Sangubashi Station. This is the second station from Shinjuku by Odakyu Railway. And there's a, right in front, there's a Meiji Jingu shrine. And it is a shrine, but this is a different side of the Harajuku that everyone enters. And there's a nice little kind of garden that you can stroll around and take a break from the busy Shinjuku. So there's a Tokyo horse riding place. So Meiji Jingu Shrine opens with the sunrise and closes the sunset. So June is actually the longest open. They open until 6:30. So this is the artificial forest of Meiji Jingu Shrine that made more than 100 years ago. It looks like sunset behind me, but that is actually the light. So it's like only 15 minutes. So this place is about 15 minutes or less than that walk from Shinjuku Station. But as you see, there aren't anybody and very quiet. Probably near Harajuku Station on the other side of this shrine is very busy right now. So if you like quiet entrance, this is a really good place to come. So there's a big space here with grasses and you can sit with the leisure seat. You cannot, it's in the shrine, so you cannot drink alcohol or do any sports, but it's a very relaxing place to bring your lunch and eat. If you go that side direction, it's a Harajuku side. So there's a big shrine, and the other side is lots of people. And I see Docomo Tower in front of Yoyogi Station and south exit of Shinjuku. I see one group doing some picnic, one influencer maybe, and this is the buildings of Shinjuku over there. So if you are a little tired of the busy Shinjuku streets, or even Shibuya, Harajuku, you can walk here and relax on the grasses. Nice smell of grasses, and you can see the building of Shinjuku. So that is a building right next to Shinjuku West exit, so we can see this is not that far from Shinjuku Station. Okay, it's a little bit muddy here because it just rained, but 大丈夫かな、いけるかな。いや、wow, so nice dream here. Okay. ほいしょ。So there's a Japanese archery place here. Kyudo. Now it's blue sky as soon as I came here. So where usually you enter from Harajuku Station and go to the main building and go back. Or maybe go to Yoyogi Station side. So we enter here and we are staying around here. So if you cross the bridge, there's a exit to Shinjuku Station side. The bridge over the pond. So if you go more in the center of this forest, there's a Meiji Jingu Shrine's main building, and also you can go out to the Harajuku Station side. And if you like to see the shrine. To go back to Shinjuku, you go out of this north gate. It was used for the farm or military use, and really there was nothing, not like this forest. But after in early 20th century, they put about 100,000 trees with different trees across Japan and trying to make it a real forest. And considering what it will be like 100 years later, 150 years later, they planted the trees, and now it became like this after more than 100 years. Like really, really spiritual area. So in the early morning is also a great time to come here. Now I start to hear the rail of Yamanote line. Let's go to the next spot. So this is the south side of the Shinjuku Station. A little kind of Yoyogi area, more like a not old retro, but kind of where more local people goes, and how not much changes unlike other parts of Shinjuku. Actually, Shinjuku is a little bit behind from other parts of Tokyo that about development, and still you see lots of places like how Tokyo used to be. Now we are coming close to Yoyogi Station. Tonga Coffee. Nice looking coffee shop. Some good place to eat in front of Yoyogi Station. And this is Yoyogi Station. So here to Nakano-sakaue Station. This is a two station from Shinjuku Station by Marunouchi line to the west side. And not much thing here. It's just a residential area, but there's a big supermarket called Life. And I think, as far as I know, this Life is the biggest, most normal supermarket that we see, close to what we see in suburb, and easy access from central Tokyo. Some more supermarkets around here, like Aeon, but this Life is probably you can see what locals are buying, and definitely inside the store is only locals, and you don't see many tourists, and the price is definitely not for tourists. What you see anywhere in Japan, so it's a really great place to drop by. So there are some restaurants like Jonathan, you start to see something more like a suburb. You see in central Tokyo too. And this is thank you for coming to Life, it says. Life Supermarket. So if you go straight here, it becomes a street connecting the Kabukicho and the Shinjuku Station, Yasukuni Street. And this is, now they changed name to Ome Kaido Street here. So when you're in central Tokyo, sometimes it's really difficult to find a supermarket. I really wonder where people are doing shopping, but you see lots of convenience stores, lots of small supermarkets like called My Basket, but not like the one behind me, like a huge one. And not huge, but not the regular size one that you see in suburbs. And this is Nakano-sakaue, only 2 stations from Shinjuku, and you see this supermarket called Life. And this is a popular chain supermarket. And this is a really great place. You only see locals inside, and also definitely prices just like anywhere else in Japan. No markup for Tokyo or for the tourists. So definitely a great place to see around what the locals are purchasing, what the locals are kind of eating, because they have some deli too. So I think this is a great place to do souvenir shopping too. So right there, the Shinjuku Station, kind of West Nishi Shinjuku. So it's kind of the place in the city center. Everyone go after the walk, and everyone looks kind of single, or maybe even by himself buying something to eat quickly tonight. Kind of the place. So now let's take the bus and go to Hatsudai. If you go a little more by bus, there's no direct train, but if you take the bus, it goes to Hatsudai, and that's almost same distance from Shinjuku Station to this Nakano-sakaue Hatsudai, but it has a little different atmosphere than here. So I'd like to show you that area at the end. I came to Hatsudai Station. This is in front of Tokyo Opera City Building. The National News Theater here. But behind is more local kind of residential area, so let's go see it. And this is the entrance to the Fudo Street. It looks like a Budo, but it's Fudo Street. Kind of lots of smell of different foods from different directions. There's a bars and so it's definitely a very local place. Definitely no tourists. It might be a little intimidating. Some stores you might need reservation and thing, but mostly very nice local stores. Another popular izakaya. It's a Monday night, but very busy. This is also a very small fish izakaya, but very busy with local businessmen. This is a wine bar. So right behind you see the Park Hyatt Tokyo in Shinjuku. So it's right under the hotel. You see this such a local street. This is a coin laundry, and there's a very nice laundromat. So there are so many more restaurants, but definitely more relaxing vibe than the other side of Shinjuku. This is outside of the Yamato Line's loop, Nishi Shinjuku side. Definitely more local vibe, and this kind of suburb will continue forever towards the west from here. This is a fish restaurant. This is a local supermarket, Resco, I think. To Hotel Shibuya. Oh, interesting. So I hope you have opportunity to explore more of Shinjuku when you have time. Thank you for watching. Have a great trip to Tokyo. Have a good weekend in this video.